Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey. Welcome to Girls Talk.
Oh, did you Right. Welcome to another week of Girl Talk with your favorite girls.
Love to see it.
Okay, I'm like everybody finally stopped freezing. Everybody was freezing.
Oh no.
Hi guys. Oh my gosh. Is it me? Service is really like low for some reason. Like you guys see the top thing on the top, right? Like that little thing that shows you the bars. Like how many bars do you guys have?
Oh, I have like Wi-Fi bars. I have full bars.
Where you see that? Like on the device?
Yeah, like on your phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then it's me. Because I had like 1 bar and then like 3. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay. All right, it's definitely me.
Feel my neck.
So we're gonna try to turn on our hotspot.
Don't mind me, I'm just breathing.
Right.
Don't kill me.
Don't start.
I'm like, did it work?
It's so hot outside today. Oh my goodness.
Yes. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. And then I got out of work and it was like 32 and I was like, whoa. That's hot.
If it's different kind of heat.
Right? It's like a Guyana heat or something. I don't know.
In that specific time of day when you leave work or you leave school, I call it headache hour because everything is so violently intense.
So true. The commute home is just so crazy. Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm trying to get into my would you rather questions.
Ooh.
They're acting up.
Amelia's frozen for you too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wondering. Which one's worse, this or Instagram? Nah, I think this one works for us well.
For us, yeah, this has our back. This one, this platform. Instagram, no.
You know what's the funniest thing? We always get kicked out of Instagram, and it's good for her. It's so funny.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome
back.
Okay. Okay. Oh shit. This is not going well. Because now I have to. This is not gonna work out.
Tempo
okay, guys. Please.
I think she's saying to continue. That's what I got. That's the gist I got out of it.
I didn't get anything.
So, welcome back to our talk show. Then there were two mice remaining.
Right?
Can't see any comments or anything, so this is purely just us talking. So welcome everybody. Welcome on this Wednesday. Lovely to have you. If you're in Toronto like we are, it is hot. That's exactly. And you know what? Yeah. I think it's hot because it's Hot Ones season, and Hot Ones is coming out this month.
Yep.
Super, super excited for that. We have no details on that, so we are in the same seat as you guys. So check that out when it comes out.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, same. I want to know who's on it, their pepper tolerance, all that good stuff. Okay, let me pull up these questions. They're not Caribbean specific.
All right.
Oh,
I'm back.
She's back.
Ooh.
Hi, guys.
Okay.
I had to get closer to the internet because my room literally, like the internet there was horrible. So
we were just doing like
the lighting there was better, but whatever. All right. So, the one thing I wanted to just throw out there and mention. So you guys do not know today is August 11th, and I'm sure you guys all know that. But today is also known as the anniversary of hip hop. And at Tempo, in the past, if you guys have been following for the past, maybe like, year or so, we've been really, gearing up to tell the story about the origins of hip hop, the true origins of hip hop, which we all know that hip hop started in New York City. But what a lot of people don't know is that the founder of hip hop, DJ Kool Herc, was an immigrant from Jamaica. So, and a lot of people don't know that story, and about how a lot of the beginning, a lot of the first people who really pioneered hip hop music, a lot of them were of Caribbean descent. And so, like, we're talking like huge people, like from like Grandmaster Flash to Biggie to Dougie Fresh, like all these people are all of Caribbean heritage. Even to now, like, in modern times, we have like, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, all these amazing artists who are all of Caribbean descent. So, we definitely are going to be talking a lot more about that as we get ready to, premiere this new show called Hip Hop Origins, which I'm sure you guys have seen us promoting on all of our platforms. So, and the show, the first episodes are based in the Bahamas. So it's going to be really, really great with this really great rapper named VK, who's from the Bahamas. So it's going to be really cool. So definitely keep looking out for that. And, right now we're doing a series on our TikTok, which we're going to keep doing for the rest of the month, just showing like different rappers you may not have known are of Caribbean heritage. So yeah, so keep looking out for that. Cause, we're definitely going to keep, telling the stories about all of the amazing, artists who their Caribbean heritage has inspired, the music that they made. And this is literally, hip hop is like, I think it's supposed to be like the number 2 or number 3 genre in the entire world. And to think that all of that came from the influence of Jamaican rhythms. So, it's like really, really, cool to know, so definitely keep a lookout, stay tuned. But that was our little, music history lesson of the day as we go into girl talk. So now let's get into these topics. So, Johanna, you want to give us a topic? You can give us a topic. Go ahead. I know you're pulling them up, and yes. my WhatsApp is not synced to my computer, so.
All right. So.
I don't know why.
Well, it was recent. Yeah, I know.
Wow, were we gonna do the games? If you want to.
You want to? It was just like.
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, I forgot. We were gonna do the game. We're gonna do the game. So. Let me think.
Amelia's
but it was my idea. But we can all come up with like a phrase that we want to say. So let's start with the one that Johanna actually put this on the. Or was it Johanna or Natasha? One of you guys.
Yep.
Johanna was you? Okay, so on the Tempo TikTok, you had posted a video where it was like, tell us how you say "let's go" in your Caribbean island.
Yep.
So
for Trinidad and Tobago, there we go.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Same, Natasha?
Like, I think so, isn't it? I don't know.
Is it the same
like,
for you?
Yeah, like let we go, like let's go, like let we go. I think so. That's what my parents said. But like, have you guys ever noticed, like, if you say, like, I noticed we say things in past tense. It's like, so someone's calling you and you're like, yeah, I come in just now, but that means it's past tense. It's like, wait, girl, you never came yet.
I never noticed that.
I come in just now. Yeah. Now it's like,
but it
happened before.
But it's funny because even like we do the same thing in Spanish, like Caribbean Spanish. Like if we say like voy ahorita, which means like, oh, like for us it means like, oh, I'm coming later. Like I'm going later. I'm gonna do that later. For other people like who are in Spanish speaking countries, it means like right now. So it's like they'll be like, if they say like vengo ahorita, they're like, oh, I'm coming right now. And then for us, like, oh, voy ahorita, it's like later.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but for us, we say let's go. We say, well, I can't really speak for how Puerto Ricans say things because I don't speak very Puerto Rican. I speak more Dominican. But like Dominicans, we can say a lot of different things. We can say like nos fuimos. That's like we're leaving, like we're going. Like when I'm going out with my girls, I'll be like, mujeres, like that's like girls, and I'll be like, nos fuimos, and I'll be like, oh, nos fuimos, and they'll be like, oh, ¿para dónde nos fuimos? Like where we're going, like like they know. And I'm like, nos fuimos, they're like, oh, where are we gonna go? We're going somewhere, So that's like nos fuimos. I used to say like vámonos, which is that's kind of just like regular Spanish stuff,
We have like galang, like as in like go, like galang over there, like get out of here, like yeah. So that's one too, I guess. Hey, it's like go long, like go,
Go long.
like galang, go.
That's probably it.
Maybe that's what it probably is.
I'm like trying to figure out with the computer. I'm like, where am I putting my face?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm literally like, you see half of my face, and it's because I'm trying to figure out where my face goes. Okay, there it goes.
Okay.
I think next time I might do this on my phone. Natasha, are you on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Johanna, are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my computer.
Okay. You're on your computer? Because, yeah, you realize how Natasha, she has, like, such better quality? Like,
Yeah.
like, look at the quality. I'm like, we should all just get on our phones because...
Quality A1.
And I got the new iPhone 12. What? Just joking.
Was it Freedom?
So,
Mobile?
Mm-hmm.
do you guys have any other things that you guys, like, say? Like, I don't know, like, phrases you guys could think of that we could, like, say?
How do you say congratulations? Or like well done?
I'm like, well done.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking of like, what did my parents say if I bring home something good or something like that? And I'm like, because you never, as long as it's not 100, don't even talk to them. I'm just joking. No, they're not. They weren't like that. I don't know. I think it'd just be like my dad would be like he literally say good job with his thick Caribbean accent. I don't know. I never thought of it like that.
You know what's it's funny because actually this one is the only one that I actually thought of a Puerto Rican thing as opposed to a Dominican thing. So like Puerto Ricans, like we say a lot like when something's like cool, like or whatever, like you say like está brutal. Está brutal is like that's cool. So like if somebody does something like awesome, like you might be like yo mano eso estaba brutal, like está brutal. It's like that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like you did something really cool,
I like that. For us, other than congratulations, it would just be big up yourself. That's probably the most noticeable one. Big up yourself. All right.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like I guess we all say that. But does it come from from patois or like Jamaicans? Like big up yourself?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I think we all just say it, right?
Everything is like
I'll claim that too.
Guys, you know what? I just found this guy, guys, on TikTok. I want to see if we can get him on Tempo because this guy, he's so like Caribbean, like everywhere that we need to get him on Tempo. So this guy, right? He's Jamaican, and he speaks Spanish, and he also speaks like Japanese and French and a bunch of different languages. But a lot of his videos, he speaks like Spanish. Like he speaks Jamaican patois. He speaks like just like regular speaking like English. Then he speaks like Spanish, but like Dominican Spanish because he works a lot with like Dominicans in DR. And then he also speaks Haitian Creole. And I was like,
wow.
And I was watching his videos and I was like, I'm absolutely shook. And so he was actually in DR and he was like, oh, like I'm in DR. And so like he starts talking patois a little bit. Then he starts talking like kind of like, just like speaking regular English. Then he's like, oh, he starts talking like Dominican Spanish. Then he starts talking about how he went to a Jamaican restaurant and the chef was Haitian. Then he started talking Haitian Creole. And I was just like, what is happening? I don't know what's going on, but I love all of it. Like,
That's
but yeah, so I just thought that was really cool. And I also there's actually also this other girl who I follow on TikTok who she's Jamaican and she also speaks like Haitian Creole. So she'll like throw people off because people think she's Haitian. But like then she'll start speaking patois and they'll be like, what? She'll be like, oh no, I'm Jamaican. I just learned how to speak Creole.
Aw.
So yeah, I think that's really cool.
That's cool. I wish I spoke other languages. Like, I mean, I only know up to grade 9 French, and it's not that well. And yeah, I mean, besides like
grade 9 French.
Grade 9 French. That's it. Oui. And then after that, I mean, that's it. I mean, I don't know. But if you think about it, Creole is, I guess, another language, but it's still English. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Yeah, I don't speak. I want to speak. I want to be multilingual. Yeah.
I always try to learn a third language, and it's so difficult. It's just so difficult. And it's funny because actually, one of my coworkers at my other job, at the job that I work at in the daytime, she's Haitian, and so she's been teaching me like little things in Creole. And it's funny because she tells me, she's like, oh, that like my pronunciation is so good. And I'm like, really? Because a lot of like my Haitian followers, like they'll like say stuff in like Creole in my comments, and I'll try to read them, and they'll be like, and they tell me the same thing. They're like, wow, your pronunciation's really good. And I'm like, I mean, I'm glad, but my issue is that I don't remember things. Like, you teach me how to say something, and then I'll forget how to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, when you're teaching me, I'll say it correctly, but then I'll just forget how to say it. So I can't like use it.
Imagine so many things you can unlock with that. Like just walk into a store, oh, change. Go to another country, oh, change. Just like that.
That's so amazing. That's so good.
I wish to be a polyglot. I think that's the term.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say multilingual.
Yeah. With ease. With ease. That's the key right there.
All right. So I think we should head into the topics. I think we should try to, maybe we'll bring some more phrases, and we'll try to do it a little bit next week too. Like in the beginning, we'll bring some different phrases, and we'll do this again next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go in. All right. So this one comes from Tasha, and it is turning down someone or politely walking away from that area to be called rude or stush. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Okay. So I'll actually say it because I'm not ashamed. So I was out last weekend, and I was just minding my own business, dancing, right? This is a
Tropical
lounge.
nights.
Yes, girl. I was dancing. It was a lounge, whatever. And then, yeah, this guy, I see him watching from the bar, and I'm like, hey, whatever. Like, I'm not paying attention because I'm just there with my cousin. Yeah, like I'm just there with my cousin. I just want to enjoy my time, just listen to some music. And
So
then
I wasn't here for that.
God. And then, okay, he comes over now. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, and then he's just like, he's introduced himself. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, oh, hi. Like, I was being nice and polite and everything. And then, I don't know, we were just standing there. And I was like, yeah, but I was just like, I thought the conversation was done. So I just continued to dance and like walk away, kind of like whatever. And then him and his friend left and they went back or whatever. And then after my cousin and I went to the bathroom, and then we were coming back, and then we see them, they're leaving, right? And I kid you not, this guy brushed me, and I was like, oh. And then after his friend like hit my cousin, was like, I was so shocked. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, whoa, like I wasn't even trying to be stush or anything. I just walked away. Like, I don't know, it was just so crazy. And then you have someone who like actually comes over and like, hey, my name is, let's shake my hand, blah, 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 that's done, right? But like,
Right.
whoa, I was just so shocked. Like, I'm not obligated to talk to you either, you know what I mean? Like, that's just so weird. So that was my, what I wanted to say. Like, it's just so weird. I couldn't believe it happened. I was like, whoa. It never happened to me before. Yeah. That's just pretty much
How would you define the word stush for anybody who doesn't know what it means?
Okay, stush is kind of like stuck up and like, like nose in the air, like a snob. Yeah.
All right, guys, hold on. I'm gonna try to relocate outside because the problem is the lighting is not good, and the people are talking, and it's distracting to me. Like, I don't even know if you guys can hear it in the live,
No.
but to me it's distracting. So I'm literally just going to be outside. Hello, here I am outside. Okay, we can continue.
But yeah, so I don't know. That's all. Like how would you guys handle a situation like that?
This is the thing. People are so entitled to having things go their own way and go their own narrative that they forget that the other person is not like a player in a game. Like, this is a different person entirely. So if somebody just even gives you the time of day to, acknowledge, okay, like how you did, like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, you can tell when somebody is not interested. Just pick it up and move on. Don't be coming back and brushing and following and whatnot and whatever. You got the signal. The signal has been said loud and clear. Especially Caribbean ladies like us, all over the face, all over the body.
It's all in the face, the body, and the ones that don't even like catch on, it's like, whoa. But like, I don't know. For me personally, it's just like I'm not saying that they were not my type or anything like that. Like I just didn't want to talk to like.
That's
anybody.
fine. You didn't have to
And I
talk
don't
to anybody.
exactly like I didn't want to, like I just wanted to go there, enjoy my time, and that's it. Call it a night, go home, like, you know. And I thought it was just so weird that I don't know. And so what? I didn't talk to you, or so what? I like if I don't know if his intention was to dance with me or whatever. I didn't care. Like I was just by myself with my cousin or whatever. So it was just weird. Like, so it's so funny to me to this day because I'm like, well, the guy brushed me. Like, what? I didn't do anything to you.
No, you didn't. You didn't, and you weren't rude or anything. You were just like, no, thank you. That's it. That's not being rude or snobby or anything.
Right? Anyways.
Rude and snobby would be like if they came up to you and you were just like,
yeah, right? Like,
y'all hear something? That would have been rude. But you didn't do that.
So yeah, that's pretty much like people with like, I don't know, their ego. I don't know.
That's exactly it.
Mm.
They're going with their own expectations and they're hoping you follow the script. And when you don't follow the script is when some of them get a certain way, and that's when it gets scary.
Right? And then some of them, like, they want to like diss you and call you like, oh, well, this didn't happen, but I was just saying, like, if they're like, oh, yo, you girl, you ugly, I didn't even need you anyway, or some shit like that. Ooh, but something like that, right? You know what I mean? And then it's
You
like,
ugly,
Yeah,
ugly
they do that sometimes, though. They get crazy.
right?
All of a sudden, like, they get crazy. They're like, oh, just kidding. You're not that cute. Like,
Right?
oh, shoot. Like, damn, your feelings are hurt, so now you want to just...
Yeah. And then you hear about those stories where a girl does exactly what you did, Tasha, like politely declines, and they get shot in the face in the car parking lot. Like,
yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to just accept it all the time? No. Like, that stems from a lot of things that need to be dealt with growing up in the home, in the schooling system, a whole bunch of things. And it's scary. Like, you don't know when saying no, even in the nicest of ways, and you shouldn't have to worry about that, but it's just so unfortunate that that's how people choose to behave.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's so crazy.
There's even stories where like girls get acid thrown on their face too if they like decline a certain person. Have you guys ever heard those ones?
No, but I believe that.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah. Sad.
All right, so I'm gonna wear a face shield whenever I go.
Right?
Boxing gloves.
Then you turn down a lot of men, see? No, I'm playing. Just joking. I'm playing.
This is why I don't go anywhere, and if I go somewhere, I'm dressed very masculine male. Like, you ain't see no curve, nothing.
He's like,
And I walk like I put like my lats in my traps. Low-key hope that they don't notice. But it's like, why should I have to do that?
I know.
I mean, you shouldn't.
No.
Amelia, your lighting's good, girl. Don't worry. I see you.
What?
She's outside.
I see your lighting.
I'm like, I'm outside. No, but what it is that I have to keep fidgeting with my laptop because I'm like,
oh, okay.
It's not the lighting. I'm just like my laptop. I'm like, stay here.
Well, we can hear you. We can see you well, so that's good.
Right, at least. Yeah, because literally like outside is like right next to like where the Wi-Fi is. So I was like, let me just go to the backyard.
Right by the satellite thing.
Right.
It's because you know what? It's because I changed rooms. Like before, my room was downstairs, and it was like right under where the Wi-Fi is, so it was good.
Oh.
But now my room is in the front of the house.
Okay.
Like the Wi-Fi up there is just not good. So yeah, I have to get a Wi-Fi extender. Like ASAP. Like yesterday.
You have a router?
Yeah, but I have to get like one of those Wi-Fi extenders.
The little box
like,
thing,
the house
right?
is really big. Yeah.
I have to get
The house is too big. And I have to get a good one because we used to have one and that thing was trash. Like it was always like not working. So.
Where do you get those from? The extender thing?
I think we bought it from like Amazon or something. I bought everything from Amazon.
God, Johanna almost said Radio Shack. What is it called now? The Source. Sorry.
That's old school.
I know, right?
She said Radio Shack. Like, Like,
That's
you
a
go to
long
Radio
time ago.
Shack? Okay.
I still call it that in my head.
It's exposing our age.
I know.
Radio Shack.
No, it was funny because it was this thing that was like, oh, name like something that exposes your age, like for you to talk about it, like a store. And then somebody was like, oh, like Radio Shack. And then somebody else was like Blockbuster. I'm like, damn, I remember. I remember when they closed the Blockbuster in our town. I was like, what? Weird.
I think I remember going there all the time, like every weekend. And I remember getting this one because it's so scary for me. We got what's up? I Know What You Did Last Summer. You guys remember that movie? Oh my god, I hate that movie. It scared me. Like back in the day, it scared me so much. And Miss Congeniality. Okay, sorry, let's change the subject.
Love that movie.
Like, all right.
She's like lots of sidebars. Okay. Like, I love that movie. I love it. Okay, sorry. That wasn't even the topic. And we were literally talking about. What were we talking about?
Blockbuster, Radio Shack.
What were we talking about?
Turning
we were talking about guys.
Yeah, the boys.
I was just talking about Blockbuster.
Have you ever had to turn down somebody in that situation, Amelia?
No.
Or like
unfortunately, like I don't know, like I mean I've danced with dudes like in a club, and it's just because like I think I'm just too nice, and I didn't want to say no, and they didn't give me creep vibes. Like I was like, I don't really like you, but you don't give me creep vibes, so I guess we could dance sometime or whatever. Then they'd ask me for my number, and I give them a fake number, and then literally they'd ask me for my number, and I'd give some random digits that just came into my mind, and sorry to whoever's number that was, but yeah, and that was it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I mean, I've never had nobody like. No, I've never had like a weird situation like that. No.
Yeah.
Does it actually remind you of the story?
And I don't really get asked like to dance or anything like that often.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine one day and the guy being like, hey, baby, you look so good last night or something, and then be like, wait, who is this? Like, because it's a random number.
Delete.
The girl got that text message for you.
Right. Somebody got that text message. Right.
I remember one time for a joke, I was like, I got asked my number. I was like, yeah, it's 416. Not gonna happen. I walked away as a joke, and I'm like, I'm just joking. I'm playing. I'm like, no, I don't have a phone. Sorry.
Stop. You know what? I did I tell you guys about that story? There was the one time, my phone was in my. But the thing is, like, the phone didn't work. Like, it was a real story. I was back in that time. I was in high school. I didn't pay my own bills. I didn't have, and so at the time, stuff was tough, and my parents had cut my phone because they were like, you know what, you don't need it.
I know.
It's fine. They're like, you always with somebody. If somebody got a phone, you know my number and you call me, and that's it. It's over. So like, I had a phone that was just disconnected, and he's here like, the guy's like, oh, can I get your number? And I'm like, I don't have a phone. And he's like, what's that? I'm like, that don't work. And then he thought I was a liar, but honestly, it was true. I mean, not that I want to give him my number anyway, but it was true. He's like, what's that? And I'm like, it don't work. And he's like, damn, if you didn't want to give it to me, you could just said that. And I was like, it doesn't work though. I'm not lying.
That's funny.
I forgot about that. The having the parents pay your phone bills. That's such a distant memory.
Those were the worst times.
One time, like I used to like, I'm always late for everything. So my parents were so mad at me, and they're like, you didn't want to wake up early? I got cut off your phone, and they legit cut off my phone. I was like, oh my gosh! I started going to school early, and then that was terrible though. But now I pay my own bills. I pay my own phone bill. It's on.
Right.
Wait, how old were you guys when you got your first cell phone?
I was in grade 6.
Yes.
Just because my sister.
Really?
Yeah, because my sister, she went to high school. So I was the only one at elementary school, and my mom wanted to know like everything, like my travel home and da. But it was a pay as you go. So like if they didn't buy me the pay thing, then I had nothing. And I'm there texting my friends like, let's go rollerblading, something. But yeah, I felt like a baddie.
Oh no!
Don't get it twisted. My little flip phone.
Oh nah! The first time I got a phone, I was. So that's the thing. My phone journey was weird
Mm-hmm.
Because you see, I got a phone at 14. It was this little, oh my gosh, I saw that phone one day, like recently, and I was like, oh, shit, that was my friend's phone. It was this little phone from Sprint, and it was like only Sprint had that phone. It was like the eco-friendly phone. It was like green and it split up like that. Yeah, it was like their Earth Day release or something. They had like this like eco-friendly phone that was like recycled or something.
Let me look up
And
this
so
phone
like
right now.
right, and so like it was like green and it would slide up.
Oh,
They had
the
like little
slide up one.
keyboards. It would slide up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
And
god.
that was my first phone. But my phone journey was weird because I got a phone at 14. And then, like, at some point, I didn't have a phone no more. Then I had a phone. Because sometimes my dad would just be like, times is tough. You don't need a phone right now. And so he would take off my phone. Then he gave me my phone again. And then it literally was to the point where when I graduated high school, I didn't have a phone at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, right in the beginning of college, I didn't have a phone.
Wow.
So, yeah. The phone journey has been rough. It was rough, but you know, then I was grown and I had a job, and then it wasn't rough anymore.
Mm-hmm. No.
No, I feel that my first legitimate phone is the iPhone that I have that's not like secondhand or something, and I can finally get the apps that are in and hot right now, and it doesn't glitch. It's not slow.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Anyways.
I remember in high school, like I had like the same scenario as you, Amelia. Like sometimes I'd have a phone, sometimes I wouldn't have a phone. But like every time I did get one, like it was like either it was pretty good, like I was up to date. So I had like as the phones like, you know, got modern and stuff. But I remember in grade 12 I had one of those you know the ones you slide up and there's like the keyboard and like that,
Yes.
like that, but it's still touch screen. I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't have like an Android or an iPhone, and all my friends are playing, like they're on Snapchat, they're playing all these games like Subway Surfer, all this stuff, and I'm like, I want to play that too. I want to play that too. There was another one too.
When I was in college and I didn't have a phone, like for one point there, like I remember like temporarily because my phone was broken, and I had to fix my phone. And this was like already when I had a job, but you know, your girl was struggling. It was a work study job. I was making like 2 cents, you know. So
at least your
there was a point where I had broke my phone because in college I used to break my phone all the time. Really embarrassing. Like I couldn't afford to get the insurance, and then it was even worse because I was always dropping my phone and breaking it. So there was a point where I had broke my phone and I didn't have money to like fix it. So like for a short time there, I had this little flip phone with minutes, and this was in college. So like everybody will always be like gunning on me on my phone. Like they'd be like, oh, they will always be like, oh, you got games on that phone? They're like, what you doing? You playing Temple? They'd be like, you playing Temple Run on your flip phone? I was so hurt. They'd be like, you got Temple Run? You got Candy Crush on your flip phone? I was just like, y'all better stop bullying me. I'm hurt. I was hurt. Like I'm crying. I was hurt. So yeah.
Like I remember I got an Android. Like my parents got me an Android in grade 12, and your girl has Snapchat, everything you could think about, like all the apps. I had all of them. I was so excited.
Yeah, but you had an Android, so your Snapchat was mad pixelated. Your Snapchat camera quality was trash.
I remember that phone. Oh my god!
I remember I used to hate so bad on all these people with their Androids. Well, now at this point, basically all my friends switched to iPhone. But I used to play with them so much about this freaking Androids and Snapchat cameras. Oh no, the Snapchat cameras were atrocious.
Yeah,
it was so bad.
Like an iPhone 4 in like college, but I think people already had like the 6 or something. I don't know. I remember one of my friends. He's like, "Oh, they still make those." I was like, "Wow, okay." Like, yeah, no.
Okay, wait, guys. My laptop's about to die, so I'm about to switch to my phone. So I'm gonna still be here, but I'm gonna remove myself a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all keep talking. I'm just gonna.
Should we stay on the phone topic or should we start a new topic? What do you want to do?
I don't know. It's up to you. Do you want to start a new topic?
Okay, let's see.
Or do you have any of your phone things to talk about?
I have so many phone memories.
Oh, yeah? Do you remember like texting with like the flip phones and you have to touch the key like 3 times to like hit an? Oh, that was painful. I know, right?
That's how we got our thumbs jacked.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god. Damn, those were the days. Don't
I
you miss
just-
those days?
Yeah. I just remember like people would be able to like because their parents were paying for their phone and they had a good family plan, so like they could text and call and whatever. And I'm like, I have like 50 minutes and like 10 text messages, no voicemail.
Right?
It's strictly emergency, and I'm playing the fishy game.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, I know mine was strictly emergency too. Or like it'd be like, you call the person, you be like, yo, call me back, and you hang up because you know you got you can't talk on those minutes. Every minute counts.
Every minute
remember-
count.
The house phone was like my best friend. I used to have my own one in my room, and like what's it called? I remember one time I was out gardening or like watering the plants, and I'm just on the on the house phone like pretending it's a cell phone. Yeah.
Hey,
Right?
I completely forgot about that. Like having like to call like the house line and then have the person call and be like, "Hi, Mrs. Mr. So and So is Johanna there?" And like I hung out with a lot of boys, so like it was so embarrassing to have like a guy call and be like, "Can I speak to Johanna?" And then we talk. Everybody knew we were talking like on the phone for like hours, like 6 hours. And it's like, I swear we're just friends, but it was just so
Right?
embarrassing.
Oh my god, I remember. Do you remember three-way calling? So like me and my friends, if we wanted to like talk to a boy that was just our friend though, we would call and then that person would be like, "Hi, can I speak to da da da?" Oh no, where'd Johanna go? Oh my god.
too. Damn, I was trying to take myself out and I took her out. How did I do that? Oh shoot, how do I find it back?
She's
Oh
probably
wait,
like,
I found it. Okay, sorry.
like Johanna. Wait, I'm not there either too. Can you hear me?
Oh, God.
Wait, what did I do?
Am I there?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you too, but are we because we're backstage or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh no, there we go.
What'd you do? No, but
I'm trying to find. This is the first time I use this on my phone, so I'm like, what am I doing?
the quality
Did I
looks
break
better
it?
though. Okay.
Right.
I don't think we should post this one. Let's not post this. Don't kill me.
This is looking like one of those like YouTube skit videos.
Right?
It's funny because we're just talking about phones and then this.
I know. It's so funny.
What were you saying? You had it was a three-way call.
calls? Yeah, and then say like I don't know, the person would be like, "Hey, is Shane there or something?" And then like, and then they come on and then you can finally reveal your voice and be like, "Hey, I'm here." But yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, guys, what happened was
What had happened was
this whole live is such a mess because it's literally between me trying to figure out the internet and then me coming to the backyard because there's better internet, but then
a bug?
my laptop was dying. My laptop was dying because I'm in the backyard. There's no plugs, and so I had to go get my phone and switch to my phone. You know what? It's been a journey. No, my phone wasn't dying. My laptop was dying, so I had to go get my phone. So basically, it's been a mission, but here we are. Hi, guys.
I'm sure some 8-year-old watching this finds us hilarious.
Right? Johanna and I have decided this one will not touch YouTube. No, I'm playing.
Even though it's live right now and live.
I know, right?
Honestly, we could not. This could live on in the memory of the 3 people who have been in here because after we post these, they actually get a lot of views.
This is funny. I find it funny though.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. We'll post it. It was funny. It's real life, man.
It is. That's what makes
the
it
virtual
funny.
life.
That's good
This
content.
is the virtual life. I think that one day though, it would be cool if one day, like after COVID, like we got in an actual studio and we did girl talk.
That'd be so
For
cool.
reals, you know.
I want my own chair.
Like after COVID gets her life together, if she ever does.
Mr. Temple.
Big
So like
studio.
if we're on the real, like if we're on the real, we come out dancing and stuff.
Oh gosh, can you imagine?
All dressed.
Would it
up,
be a Caribbean music? You know what's so crazy? I was talking to Leslie and I was just like, she's like, oh, we like all of us should do like a vacation together or something. I was like, oh my god, that'd be so amazing. And I'm like, yeah, we'll just come to Barbados. She's like, no, I don't want to stay at Barbados. I want to go somewhere else. But I'm like, girl, it's so beautiful for us. We haven't been. I want to go.
We'll go to another
Hey,
Caribbean
like, you
island.
give us a tour of home.
We could go like Jamaica.
Yeah,
somewhere.
none of us are from there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or somewhere.
Yeah, something that's
That
budget
would be
friendly.
cool.
Yeah, budget friendly. Cause, oh my god, my dad's going to Guyana on this the 25th of this month. So I was like, oh, I told you it's been itching him. He really wants to go. So yeah, his ticket's booked and everything. He's fully vaccinated. Yeah, and then he has to do this. I think it's called a PCR test or something. I don't know, but it's like
Mhm.
yeah.
That's so nice. So it's just gonna be you and Bentley chilling.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna be out.
And my cousin, yeah.
Is that the one
Okay.
you're doing your thing with? The like collab Instagram?
No, that's my best friend, Sabatine.
Okay.
Her name's Sabatine, but it's Savvy. Call her Savvy.
She's Guyanese too?
She's Amerindian, so she
Oh.
looks more like indigenous. Yeah, but she's Amerindian and Indian mix.
And she's the one with the sunglasses business?
Yeah,
Shout
big
out
up Sav's
Caribbean
Drip.
small business.
Big up Sav's Drip. You guys need hot gal summer sunglasses. Hit up my best friend. Yeah, no, and the lashes I wear like in my skits now are like from her line and stuff.
Oh
There's-
wow, she
there's
does.
strip lashes. Yeah. Mhm.
That's big.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think
And-
it's so funny that like not really like all the time, but I think it's funny that a lot of times like Caribbean people just like gravitate towards each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like, because literally I think it's funny that you're like, oh, like your best friend is Guyanese, and literally like all my best friends, well, most of my best friends, not all of them, one of them isn't, but most of my best friends are all Dominican.
Mm-hmm. It's because you feel more comfortable. You feel like you can be yourself. Like her and I
Yeah.
speak Creole. You know, we like the same music. Her and I met in high school. Like, she was in grade 9. I was in grade 10, I think. But like, we did a Caribbean dance group, Hilshatas. That from that's so funny. But yeah, and like yeah, like a lot of my friends, like other best friends too, were from the same group, like Chantal and stuff. So yeah, like it's nice. All Caribbeans just come together, I guess. You know. But yeah, guys, thank you for supporting the Tasha and Sav page. I appreciate it, both of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it too. Yeah, we're just doing fun content, like best friend content. So
It's cute. Can you guys tell like other Caribbeans just by like how they look? Like even if they haven't opened their mouth yet?
It's funny
Um,
because no, you can, and it's not that Caribbean people have a certain look, really, like per se. It's just that like I don't know, like it's because Caribbean people can look all different types of ways, but I feel like a lot of times like I'll see somebody and I'm like I feel like this person is Caribbean and they are, so I'm like it's weird because like for me, like I always say, like when people meet me, they're like I don't know where you're from, but I know you're from somewhere Caribbean. Like I know that.
yeah. For me, like
I know that.
I feel like yeah, you can kind of tell, but sometimes you can't. But like I remember when I used to work in like the community pharmacy, like I would see like an older Indian Indian patient, and I'm like I think they're West Indian, and then they start talking, and I hear a little bit of like Creole, and then I'm like, but are you Guyanese or Trini? I can't tell, right? And then you hear Apurinika. I was like, Trini, I got you. But yeah, and then sometimes it's true because there's Portuguese Guyanese that I remember one time I literally thought he was like a Caucasian, and then he started talking, and I'm like, oh, you're from Guyana, okay? You know, like if you really can't tell. Sometimes I get Bengali. People think I'm from Bangladesh, but
You
that
can
comes from my ancestors too, right? Because I'm like, oh, like what about my features make you think that? They're like your eyes, like because they're really round.
Nice and round, yeah.
Yeah,
So I get that.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always tell you guys, and it's actually not just. It's mostly Trinidad, but it's not just Trinidad because especially even when I started doing like work for Temple, like people were always like, okay, so I know you're Caribbean, but like where are you from? And so like before I opened my mouth, like you know, because when I open my mouth, I sound very, very Dominican. But before I open my mouth, like people have like told me like they think I look Trinidadian, and the other one I get a lot is like I've gotten Saint Kitts and Nevis.
Oh,
I've
wow.
also gotten I think I've also gotten Bahamas. Like somebody told me they thought I was from the Bahamas. So you know, it's just you can just tell somebody's like you're from somewhere in the Caribbean, like somewhere. Like there was this girl I saw on TikTok today, and I swore when I tell you that I saw this woman and I said she looked like my aunt. Like I swore I was like that. I think that woman is Dominican, and she was Trinidadian.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, she looks so Dominican though. Like and it's not that we have a specific type of look, but it's like I feel like she looks so like you know what I mean? Like when somebody resembles somebody you know that's from there. So I'm like, I feel like she looks like people that I know that are Dominican. So that's why I thought, oh, I think she's Dominican. And then she opened her mouth and she was from Daddy, and I was like, oh shoot, okay.
Yeah. I get Trinidadian before I get Guyanese sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm like, no, I'm Guyanese. But then I'm wondering if it's just people who are not like they don't know a lot of Caribbean countries.
Probably.
They just assume it's Trinidadian.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm talking like a Trini now, playing. No, I'm not.
That was a really good accent.
I know, right, girl? They're practicing. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I know. But no.
Really good.
I'm like, you know what? I think, guys, you know, I think we should do like a social experiment where Johanna should like teach me like how to talk like a Trini so we could see like
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
like so we can see if I could fool somebody, you know?
Let's do a little bit right now. Let's do a little bit right now.
Yeah. My uncle's from Trinidad. Like he moved to Trinidad, but he has like the thickest Trinidadian accent. I just listen like it's so nice to listen to. But yeah, Johanna, teach us some words or teach us the way to say things.
The way to say
pronunciations.
Things.
Yeah.
Okay, so the mindset you have to be in is like, I wouldn't say cool and calm, but it's kind of like smooth. Like think about like somebody who's smooth and like attractive and whatever. It's like, how you doing? How you doing, darling?
So my thing is, but that's my thing. My thing is like being at Temple. Like I've listened to a lot of Trinidadian accents. I've never attempted to like imitate it because I'm like I'm gonna sound absolutely insane. Like I know I think at this point I'm at the point where like I've worked with enough Trinidadians that I'm like I understand a lot of Trini slang that I didn't understand before.
Right.
You know, like when I first got to Temple, there were a lot of things that were foreign to me that now it's like I hear it and I'm like I know what that means. You know?
Yeah.
No, that's true. The other day in the grocery store, I was walking like through the ice cream aisle. And they didn't have my Häagen-Dazs, and like in a Jamaican accent just randomly came out. I was like, "Minna av that."
Yeah, like in the Jamaican restaurants, like "Winna av that."
And that.
Winna av that. No.
I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, so I have some patois in me too. And the funniest thing is, my best friend Saudine, her and I, like, we both grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, so like, we can like, you know, talk all of us, and then sometimes we find ourselves talking patois instead of like, Creole. And you know what's so funny? I was on my live once in Temple, Jamaica. Deandra, she's like,
"Oh yeah,
Tasha, how you sounded like a Jamaican." I'm like, I know, right? Because I say certain things and I'm like, yeah, I grew up around a lot of people. But yeah. Even sometimes I notice I say things to my like Guyanese friend who's born in Guyana, and she's like, Tasha, I don't think we say that. And I'm like, really? It's like, yeah, no. And I'm like, oh, got it from the fatwa. But yeah.
You know what though? I think I also have to give props to me learning a lot of Trini like slang. I have to, you know, attribute a lot of that to me listening to a lot of soca music, you know. Like I had to know. I had to be like, hold on, I wanna know what we're saying because I wanna know what we're talking about because I love this song, but I don't really know what we're talking about.
So give us an example, like what do you mean?
No, like there are just certain things that like it's just different. Like it's just like something that I feel like understanding it isn't that difficult when you're like exposed to it. That's what I feel like. Like I feel like when I first started, like as I said, like I first started working at Tempo, like a lot of the other hosts like we had like, Ari there and Jeanette, and like they're both from Trinidad. So they would say things sometimes, and I'd be like, what? But like I got used to it. Like they would say it a lot. I'm like, okay, context clues. I'm like, okay, they said this, so they mean this, Like, and there are some things they're like, I don't know. Like it's just like I feel like it's not really that difficult, I don't think it's that difficult because at the end of the day, it's like English, like dialects. It's still English. It's just like you got to get used to the way that it's like the way that it's formatted and stuff. And even like when it comes to like Jamaican patois, which like I think people would think that Jamaican patois is like the most difficult probably to understand. Like you see people all the time singing like dancehall songs and they're like, and it's like. But it's like even Jamaican patois. Like it's like if you really try to like understand, I'm like it's really not that like it's not that difficult. You have to just kind of just think. Like,
you guys ever find like certain words you say, you pronounce it differently, like an English word differently at home, or like with your family versus like in an environment like at work or something? Because today. What's it called? There was a word. Oh my god, what was it? It was okay. So See, I can't even do it right now. Distributed.
Okay, yeah.
But like my friends would like distributed or something like that. Like So I was trying to say it, and I was like, hold on.
Distributed.
Yeah, distributed.
You like think really hard.
Like, but it'd be like distributed or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that weird. I don't know. And then there's another one like postpone, postpone, right? So I'm like, I can't. So I don't know. It's hard sometimes to like say certain things, but it's weird.
Well, I feel like for me it's difficult because like it's weird because like I developed this like this teeny bit of a Spanish accent for some reason when I be talking to my mom. Sometimes, like speaking, even saying things in English, like I'll develop this little bit of a Spanish accent that'll just come in. I'm talking to my mom in English, and then I do it with my boss a lot too, even. Because my boss is Colombian, and like sometimes like when I'm talking to her in English, so she has an accent. All of a sudden, I develop an accent too. It's
yes,
like,
I do that too.
What just happened?
You mirror.
Like, because you guys know, like I work at a university, and so like I'll come to my boss, and I'll be like, oh. I have a student. She's talking about something. I don't know what she's saying. She's saying she wants to drop her classes, but I don't know. Like, and I'm just here like, what? Where did this come from? I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know. Like, I'm just like, and she's just like looking at me like she's used to me doing that. I'm just like, what is she doing?
Okay, you guys are lying if you say that you don't do this. For the Indian one, when they're like, and you're like. Wait, what am I doing?
Yes.
No, you know what I did at work one time? No. Tasha, you know what I did at work one time? So one time at work, this girl calls, right? This British woman. British woman called my job. And she's talking to me in her accent. And I'm here like, I out of nowhere was like, well, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen if you drop your classes. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what is she doing? What are we doing?
Right?
Why the bad British accent? Why?
Yeah,
and I did it like so slightly, and it was like for one little sentence, so she didn't notice, and I was like, okay, thank God.
You caught yourself, yeah. Don't kill me, yeah. It happens to me all the time.
All the time, and I get too comfortable with it now. So like I'll be walking in Walmart or something, I'll be like, "Want some mini wheats? I love mini wheats," like out loud, and I'm like,
you know what my best friend Sabatine's been doing these days? To be like, let's go get that thing, yeah. And then I'm like, and then now I'm trying to do it like, yeah.
Yeah, mate.
I'm like, stop. But she's so funny though. She's like, let's throw it in the trash, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God,
it's about to rain.
Oh, girl.
Is it about to
Today
rain?
is just not in this.
I'm like, I see lightning. This
Raindrop.
And it goes up.
Maybe she hit the camera.
Apparently there is gonna be a storm tonight.
Okay, well, we're 5 minutes away, so up to you whenever you want to end it. We just want you to be safe.
Yes.
You guys see me?
No.
No, we thought you got hit by the lightning.
Oh
Don't
my
kill me.
gosh.
There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, hi. My,
Show us that sunset.
it happened
No.
again. There's lightning, guys.
Yeah, no. We want you to be
Oh
safe.
my guys, there's lightning.
Whoa, it's so
There's
cloudy.
lightning.
I want you to keep your safety up.
Yeah, that's why I looked and I'm like, is it gonna rain?
It looks like, yeah.
What does it look like outside?
Mm.
In the basement.
The other,
Did we
the
go
other
on topic
accent gets me is the what is it? New York, the Long Island accent. It's coffee.
Oh yeah, coffee.
Guys, I like, I'm like, look, I was born in New York, but I'm like a fake New Yorker, and like, I be having this accent that just comes out of nowhere all the time.
Your New York accent?
Yeah. Like, and it's weird because the thing is, like, I was born in New York, but I grew up in North Jersey. So
Is that lightning?
No, it's a family member, right?
that wasn't lightning. That was my brother shooting a light at me. Why? Why is he shooting
He
a
wants
light
you to
at
get
me?
off the live.
Why is he trying to talk to me? What? What?
Maybe it's time to go inside because it's gonna rain.
What? No, leave it there.
No,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
crazy.
he's like, should I turn off your computer? And I'm like, no, I'm on live.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like I have. Well, I do. I have a Scarborough accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I do that for fun. Like it's stupid. I hate that so much. So I'm like, as a joke, I'm like, yeah, but no, it's so gross. Like,
reaching
not that.
Scarborough Town Center.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like I always say though, I'm like, but we grew up like right next to New York. Like I always say guys, like I live right next to New York. Like literally, like my hometown is literally like, because I was born in New York and then I moved to Jersey, and the town that I grew up in is literally like the last stop before you get to like the Lincoln Tunnel to go to New York. Like it's literally right there. So I feel like we very much grew up with like kind of like New York culture when it comes to like slang and stuff like that. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like it was very much like, oh, like you're dead ass. Like it was all there. Like I say dead ass all the time. Like I say dead ass all the time. I barely ever use the word like seriously or like really. I'm literally like dead ass. Like
Yeah.
Like,
We say that here too. I learned bet, and I didn't know bet before.
Bet.
Bet. Oh my gosh, in high school I always said I bet.
Yeah.
No cap.
Like I had a group
No
chat
cap.
with what's it called? Savage, Cooley, Isa, Sisa, and Pumpkin, because we were doing the Ramesh thing, right?
Oh,
And what's it called? I think they were like, okay. I was like, okay, like yeah, like they're asking me to send it, like okay, yeah, bet, and I was like, but then I was thinking because I know like in the Indo-Caribbean, like you say like bet is like you know like Betty, like as in like daughter, not daughter, but like you know like a respect or whatever, right? So I was like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, you know what, Natasha, don't ask, just let it slide. Then they kept saying bet, and I'm like, hey, wait, guys, what does that mean? Like, you know? And they're like, ha, she doesn't know. And I'm like, what? And then they told me, and I was like, oh, okay. It's like Tuesday.
Bet, say no more, and say less.
He's from New York, right?
Yeah.
You should hit him up.
That's why.
They're both from Isa and Savage Cooley. They're both from New York, and like yeah, but yeah, like I was like,
Oh,
so
shoot.
I finally learned that.
Is that thunder?
You heard that? I didn't hear that.
I don't. She said, "Oh shoot," and then.
Oh.
Okay, well it's 7:59, so.
Oh. I was like, I thought you guys.
safe.
I was like, are they frozen? Right.
No. We want to make sure you're safe. And anyways, it's 8:00 anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, they by the bell. I'm saying.
All right.
Okay. This was lovely. I had fun.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Be safe.
Are you guys just seeing it?
Yeah. You Tyler's
Okay.
Temple Girl Talk. Hot mess.
I'm like wondering why Johanna looks so nervous. I'm like, oh, she's seeing the lightning.
Yeah, I'd like you to be safe.
All right.
Yeah. Go inside.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for Temple Girl Talk.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll
Keep
see you
it
guys
up.
next week. Don't forget to keep your tempo up.
Keep it.
Go
Bye, guys.
inside. Bye.
Bye.